Okay, a little update on the 740 build. We got the front cylinder on. We're ready to do the second cylinder. We're going to tear it off here. Before we do, we're just going to show you quickly what we do. We just switch it to number 2 cylinder in here. So you just turn it clockwise till you get to number 2. This will be level with the ground, and on the other side it will be on the bottom level with the head. Very simple. Take your 4 bolts out, take your cam gear bolt out, pull your head off, then we're ready to put it back on. So let's get to it. We will be back in just a minute here. I wish I had a place to put my camera and we could just quickly do this, but I don't, so I'm just gonna have to imagine that you see me taking it apart. Alright. Okay, so the head bolts are out. Now you can't do this third one or fourth one or whatever. Anyways, you can't do this one because it hits the frame, so you have to take that in one shot. Don't forget to take these little guys out there. They're just down sitting in there. Yeah, definitely don't forget those. Won't pop off without them. And take your tensioner out. I already got it out here. It's just a 15. Turn her out. And when you're turning back in, what I found is when you're doing an in-frame, use a good piece of wire, bend it, and it bends and it turns in there, and you'll be able to turn your tensioner in to get it to snug. Okay, so here we are, and what I also use is when I pull... I can't get a place for this sucker to sit. Try that. Oh, no go. Darn it. Maybe right there. Okay. Anyways, so take this sucker off, right? Pull that. Take your chain. Put your sprocket up here with your bolt. All right. Now I use a piece of wire. Wrap it in here, just so you don't lose this sucker down in the bottom end and have to pull the motor, because then it's a good time. Let's not have a good time today. Well, I like good times, but you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. All right, so got that sucker there. Let's pop her. Do a little pop ski. There she comes. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Let's pull that too. Huh? I don't know if you can see what I'm doing. Probably not. That's usually how it works. Let's think if I come a little bit more. Okay. So I am pulling this sucker off, and this bolt, just kind of a pain in the butt. But still a little bit easier than pulling the whole engine out. So there we are. Got that off, got that set to the side, and the head is off. So there we are. Head off, just pull your everything else off here in a second. And hopefully I'll try to get it set up a little bit better so we can pull that off. Let's just stop this for a second. Okay, I'll do this in my hand. So here we're at. Pull your old gasket off. Definitely won't be needing that anymore. Pitch that over to the side. Get that sucker out of there. As you can see, she's still really good shape, so we won't be needing to replace those. You know what? Okay. So we do have some coolant here, which I'm going to suck out with a little needle first. just so it doesn't go down and all over the place. So hold up a sec, we're gonna grab that. So real simple, just a simple needle, cattle needle, whatever you want. Stick her on, stick her in, suck her out. This just saves a mess. You don't really have to do this, a lot of people don't, but I like to get her down in there. Get down in there. Suck it down in the port there a little bit. Oh, we're out of room, so we gotta squish her out. Suck the rest of this out. As you can see, it was barely anything, right? But just saves some mess. You know, not a big deal. It takes what, an extra 2 seconds. And there you go. You guys can kind of see what's going on there. Not really, but kind of. So yes, now we will pull the cylinder on. And these 500s being such a short stroke, the piston's way down in there. So yeah, putting it together makes it a little bit more of a challenge. So as you can see, we didn't have any go down in there or nothing. So that's that. Hopefully you can still see. And as soon as I can find my pick, we will pull that piston. But of course, it's missing because that's what happens with tools, not all the time. They just kind of disappear. Everyone can surely understand that. Alright, so we'll just cover this sucker up, because the last thing you want to do is have your C-clip fly inside the bottom of the motor. That's also a very good time. We don't want to have another one of them good times either. So there you go. You just put her in, crank her, boom, she pops out. Stick your finger there so it doesn't fly away. There you go. She's out. I just push her with my finger, push her through. Of course, these ones are tiny, so I gotta use my pinky, and I still can't get it. Come on, baby. There she be. I like to keep everything covered up nice so nothing drops in. So the bad thing about doing an in-frame, because you got, unless you totally clean everything, you still have a little bit of debris falling here and there. But there it is. Piston's out. Everything's good. Now we can get putting her back together. So, yeah. So what we did is, we have this on the bench. So we will pull our cam out now. We will yard that out. We're swapping to the 800R cams instead of just the 650 or HO1s. They have a bigger lobe, so she'll give a little more jam. So let's do that, and we can back our tension her up to while we're thinking about it here. And I will get right back to you as far as quickly checking your valves here. We'll do that. Hold on a second. Okay, so we're gonna put this sucker in. Yee-haw yee. So we put the one wrist pin in first, right? Which goes on the hard side. Always put the freaking hard one in first, or you'll fight till you die. This one is really hard because it is way in there, but the C-clips are actually fairly easy to do they still click in very good. Okay, so we got her in. What I do is I put the bottom of the clip in there. You slide it around with your finger, jam, push, use a screwdriver and just get the last part of the edge in, push it past, slam it in, boom, you're clipped in. Now you just push it around, make sure it's all clipped, but she is ready to slide on now. Yeehaw. So just lube everything up really good and pinch your ring. I always start with the back side of the ring, put it on, crimp around, and it'll pop. Then you grab the other side of the ring, right? So pop, slide, work it around, pop, and then the oil ring, you just gotta go around real nice and just work it on so ever gently. Yeah, sometimes you gotta use something and just kind of tootle it in a little bit if the cylinders are not chamfered back good enough, but usually they'll just slide on like nothing. So yeah, here we go. We're gonna slide this sucker in the hole and kaplowy. So we will set it right. All right, gaskets on. Make sure you're the right way. Of course, one side is bigger than the other. All right. So we will drop the cylinder onto the piston. This is always a good time. In frame. I still rather pull these out and do them out. Everything's much easier. Just saves a little time going this way, usually. So here we go. So like I said, start there.